Huh. Feels like it might rain a little bit. Hey, I'm Steve Slift. Thank you for stopping by my channel and taking a moment to give a watch here. If you would, please like, subscribe, do all that good, fun stuff as I'm trying to make my way to owning a trucking company. So, rookie driver here, learning the ropes and on his way to bigger and better things. But thank you for stopping by. So anyway, that storm was crazy, wasn't it? What a weird storm. So I went from Iowa, I forgot I had the video, but I went from Iowa all the way to Texas, negative 14 degrees when I left Iowa with the wind chill, and then got down to Oklahoma there. That's where that storm was, in Oklahoma. And it was 59 degrees. So, you know, when those air masses collide, all them storms were popping up going through the south when we were having a blizzard going through Iowa. So, yeah, I got all that hail and rain and lightning, and it was crazy. I was a little freaked out there for a little bit. You know, I took it slow, obviously, and you drive safe, but I was afraid my window was going to crack. I didn't know if they were going to get bigger, and one was going to come through the fiberglass of the roof and knock me on the head and go full over, and a truck was off the road, and just all kinds of bad shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's kind of stuff that goes through my head. It's like, you know, one's going to come through and knock me on the head, you know, so just... Good Lord. But anyway, I forgot I had it. Just wanted to show it to you. Just, you know, the neat things that we get to see while trucking. So, anyway, speaking of which, I want to do a quick video here, update you. I am coming out of California. I left very early this morning, 3 in the morning, got up and started to head up. I am just made it across the border into Utah. Parked for the night, and I'll pick it up again tomorrow. I'm actually going to Lansing, Michigan. What a big run. 2,600 miles or so, and then it doesn't deliver till I've got like 4 or 5 days to deliver this. So don't get the hustle and stress out. I get to take my time and, you know, just run nice 10-hour days and get over there and get it delivered. But yeah, good run, good time. But I just wanted to update you. So this video, I want to talk about the pros and cons of trucking. I know a lot of people are looking at my videos because I'm a rookie, and I did a lot of training videos on trucking at the academy and being a rookie and going through all that stuff. So hopefully you're still following me on how things are going when you're going to get out here. I've been out here for about 2 months now. I'm still loving it. Still think KLM was a great decision. But I'm going to give you some things of pros and cons of trucking. You know, and the biggest con, we're going to start with the cons. The biggest con, number one con, is that you're away from your family. I mean, it's hard. It's not easy. You know, thank God that we have FaceTime and all that, and we can video chat. And I video chat with my family, you know, 2-3 times a day, texting back and forth, all that good stuff. You know, luckily, I've got a 27-year-old down to 5-year-old, have 7 kids. Yes, I have 7 kids. So anyway, is everybody drinking? Yeah, you better. I like to drink. I do. Sometimes, but sometimes bad things happen when I drink.
Like this one time I drank so much I got my wife pregnant. And you know, people were like, Steve, you got a problem with alcohol because I have 7 kids. But you know, I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just have a problem with them 7 bastards. I do have 7 kids, and we're a blended family. I blended alcohol with being horny.
I'm a blended family, but you know, a couple that are out of the house. You know, got a young one at home, 5 years old. That's the hardest. That obviously takes on the family, being away from that young one. The rest are all teenagers at the house. They can care less if I'm there or not. They probably don't even know I'm gone. They probably don't even know I'm trucking. You know, to be honest with you, because they don't have anything to do with me. They're just at that age. But anyway, being away from your family, being away from my wife. You know, she's my best friend. You know, I love her dearly, and it's hard, but you know, sometimes you got to make sacrifices if you want to better yourself, better your life. So you know, luckily I have a very supportive wife. You know, actually, I'm sure she loves it because she's somewhat of a homebody. She likes to wrap up in a blanket and watch her smut, I call it. Her Hallmark channels, all her love stuff. But I always say, hey, what smut you watching tonight? So I think she likes it. She likes to go to bed early. She works very hard, you know, and it's exhausting taking care of the kids. So, but no, we make it work out. But anyway, being away from your family, it's a big con. So new advice to these young guys: if you just have a new girlfriend or you just in a new relationship, make sure you talk about trucking. If you're not mature enough in that relationship, the what are they doing will get you. You know, I wonder what they're doing. They're going to get you. They're going to eat at you. And nothing is more stressful than being on the road. I can imagine trying to worry about a relationship. And then, you know, fighting and stuff like that. It's not worth it, because you're going to be distracted, which you can't be distracted in this business. And you just need to have a solid partner behind you that supports you 100%. So young guys, or guys that are in new relationships, or even older guys, just make sure you talk to your significant other, and they're supportive of this, and they know that this is going to be what it is. And it's going to be a little bit harder when you actually do it than talking about it. But you know, work through it. Just work through it. A lot of young guys get out here. They want to go home all the time because they want to see their girl, you know, or vice versa, or whoever your significant other it is. I better make it a politically correct video. But anyway, and you know, then going home becomes more important than the work, and then you just end up not working out, and you ended up hating trucking, and you leave. So, you know, just make sure that you work all that out, and make sure that you have a strong support system. So anyway, number 2 thing that I don't like about trucking is obviously the pay. You know, right now the pay could be better. It's not horrible, don't get me wrong. And for you young people that are getting into trucking, you can bank some real serious cash up real quick. Even in this downtime, you could do pretty good. You know, is it where I need to be? It doesn't hurt me. I'm paying my bills, making it home. But I'm looking down the road. I'm not looking at the present. But obviously I need to take care of my family. And KLM's doing that. So, you know, work hard and you will get paid. But anyway, I know that can be a con too. The number 3 thing that I dislike about trucking, to be honest with you, is the food. There's just no good food anymore. I eat in my truck, cook in my truck, but sometimes you get sick of that food and you want to eat out. You know, what happened to the diners that were in truck stops? You know, when I was growing up, we'd always stop at a truck stop and eat at a diner. You know, I think COVID killed all that. But man, you know, if you love Subway, if you love McDonald's, you love Arby's, and you love Wendy's, this job is for you, because that's about all your choices are going to be. And they suck. They suck. So it is kind of hard to find a good meal. If I'm sick of cooking in the truck, I will try to walk around, or I'll even Uber somewhere to go to a restaurant and eat some good Mexican, or have a nice steak or something like that. But your choices just aren't bad. And the next thing for me is public restrooms. I hate public restrooms. I'm just going to be honest with you. Shitting in a bathroom with 17 other guys is not fun. It's not fun. Has anybody ever heard of a courtesy flush? I mean, come on, a courtesy flush. Are you like proud that you're in there? That like, hey man, I'm going to really choke these people out. But man, so you know what? I just buy a shower if I have to buy a shower, or when I get my free showers. I just try to wait for my privacy. Of course, things happen and you have to go, and I bring the Lysol team in there. I got wipes, I got spray, I got hoodies, I got masks, I got everything. Tyvek suit with a hole in the bottom. But anyway, so yeah, that's public restrooms is not my thing. So, but anyway, a lot of things could be worse. But anyway, those are the bad things with trucking that are on my list. I really don't have a lot of negative things about it, except for those. The only other little things I can think of is your sleep pattern changes. You'll be working midnights one day, you'll be driving days the next day. You swap back and forth sometimes, not all the time, but that will happen. But other than that, those are pretty much the cons in trucking for me personally. And if you guys want to put in the comments what you guys hate, that would be fun. We can get a little conversation going and have some other funny things what you hate about trucking. Let me tell you about the things I do love about trucking. Is I get to drive a truck, a 70-foot monster, or however long it is. I don't know. But ever since I was little, I love trucks, I love airplanes, I love trains, I love boats, I love all that kind of stuff. And, get to go down the road and I'm driving one. And it's exciting and I like it. So yeah, call me crazy, but I'm driving a truck. And, oh, you're just a steering wheel holder. Yeah, I am. And it's pretty fun to hold that freaking steering wheel, But anyway, I like it. I still go down the road going, this is pretty cool. I'm actually doing something pretty cool. So the second thing I really like about trucking is just seeing God's creation, being all over this country and just seeing mountains and valleys and greenlands and dry lands and cities and cityscapes and small cities and towns. And it's just, to me, I love it. I can't wait to see what I'm going to see. And even though I go on some of the same highways all the time, you learn something new or you see something new. So I love it. In fact, coming up here, going through Arizona, coming into Utah, I went through this right here just to show God's beauty. I mean, you don't get to see that every day. And I'm sure the people that drive through there every day probably just don't even look at it anymore. Even probably some truckers don't even look at them anymore. They're always looking at their phones and shit, But no, I truly like looking at the scenery out there. Now, I can't say Kansas is the best or Iowa is the best to run across, but you still see some neat stuff out there. But yeah, so I really like to see the beauty of everything. And the third thing I like about trucking is the opportunity. You know, your CDL goes a long way. You can always get endorsements to add on to it, but you can go drive a different variety of trucks. You could drive local, you could drive regional, you could drive a dump truck, a trash truck, you could drive a front loader, a forklift, you can do whatever you want, operate a crane, I don't know. But, you know, it is just a tool, you know, a piece of paper, a medical, and a card that can really advance you into some good times. There's a lot of people making some decent money in trucking, even in this crappy downtime. Now, it may not be over the road, it may be a local, it may be tanker, it may be, I don't know, but there are people out there making some good money. And when the economy goes really well, we're all going to make some money. So, you know, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the opportunity and the future growth of it. You know, another thing I like in trucking is meeting people. There's something about meeting people and being a light and being happy and being kindness to complete strangers. You know, that is exciting to me. It may not be exciting to you. You know, truckers are mostly introverts. You know, they like to be alone. And, you know, they like to be themselves. And here comes this happy, bubbly, wild guy. So people probably hate my guts. But anyway, I'm going to be the light anyway, and I'm going to be silly, goofy, and make somebody smile. So, but I do like meeting people, and I met a couple people that I keep in contact with already. So it's a great to meet other godly men. It's great to meet people that you may help. It's great to just be there for somebody who's having a bad day. Anyway, to me, that's exciting. Some other people may not care, you know, and I'm sure when I'm bubbly to, you know, some of these truckers out here and they're mean, oh well. I'm not going to let that bother me. And, you know, hopefully they get back in their truck and they're like, man, that guy was freaking way happy. What's wrong with him? He's drinking too many Diet Pepsis. What he's doing. Feel the burn. But anyway, you know, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what I like, what I dislike in trucking. You know, and like I said, feel free to comment what you like, what you hated, some of the different topics maybe that you want to see videos on. You know, I'm trying to get into doing a little more videos during the week when I can. Instead of posting one every 7-8 days, I'm going to try to post a couple, just to keep the channel up and keep the channel going, because I'm actually really liking the YouTubing thing. Starting to get a lot of views with the Pepsi stuff, starting to get a lot of views with just doing these videos. So people are interested. You know, there's quite a few trucking videos out there. I just want to try to be different. I don't have boobs and I don't look hot, so I'm not going to do as good as some of those out there. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're trying to just make our own footprint here with Steve Sliff Funny Trucking. But anyway, thank you for joining me on another journey, and I will continue to update you as I head to Lansing, Michigan, which is a great run. And again, thank you for stopping by, like, subscribe, and thank you again for all the comments and emails. I do appreciate you all, and we'll talk again soon. Stay safe out there. Have a great day.